Yes. So we will start with the problem on triple column cash book. So can you see the question on the screen?
Yeah, ma'am.
Yes,
Enter the
ma'am.
following transactions in 3-column cash book and balance the same as on 15th December 2013. So I'll wait for 1 minute. Till then, quickly draw the pro forma for triple column cash book. See, I'm done with the pro forma. Date, particulars, I've taken a very small column for LF because we hardly write anything there. Cash, bank, and then discount allowed column. Again, date, particulars, LF, cash, bank, and the discount received column. You will not be able to do it in the vertical form in the notebook. Put your books in horizontal form and then draw the pro forma because it's a huge pro forma. So 1 minute we will wait. Till then, quickly draw the pro formas. Once you are done with the pro forma, then we will continue. Just let me know once you are done with the pro forma. So are the pro formas done?
No, ma'am, just a minute.
Okay, finish it. Okay, by the time others are drawing the pro forma, can anyone tell me when do we balance the account? Which day of the month do we balance the account?
Month 30 of the year
On the
or
last
month?
day of the month, correct. So we always balance the account on the last day of the month. And when we write balance brought down, we do it on the next day, first day of the next month, right? See, in this question, he has told us enter the following transactions in 3-column cash book and balance the same as on 15th December. So he is asking us to balance the account on 15th December only. So that means we will balance the account on 15th December. We will not balance it on 31st December. Because in the question, he is asking us to do so. So whenever it is asked in the question, we need to follow the same. So we will write balance carried down on 15th December and balance brought down will be written on 16th December. That is the next day. Right? Is that point clear?
Yeah,
Okay.
ma'am.
So now
Yes,
is everyone ready with the pro formas now?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, ma'am.
Do I start?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. You
Okay.
can start.
So first, what do? We enter the date. The year should be entered on both the sides. So first, I'm entering the date in both the date columns. And please do not hurry up to write. I'll give you time at the end to write down. First, listen carefully. As this is the first problem, listen carefully and understand. Then you can note it down. So see the first one. First entry is December 1st, cash in bank 1800. Again, we have December 1st, cash at bank 13,000. So what does this entry mean?
Opening balance.
It is the opening balance, is correct. So cash in hand, he says 1800 as the opening balance and cash at bank is 13,000 as the opening balance. So remember the first point which we discussed in the 5 major points. First point was regarding the opening balances. So as I told you, opening balance of cash will be shown on the debit side in the cash column. And opening balance of bank, if it is a normal balance, it will appear in the debit side of bank column. If it is a overdraft, it will appear in the bank column on the credit side. So right now, can you tell me whether it is a normal balance or an overdraft balance?
Normal.
It's normal balance. It's implied. See, if it is an overdraft balance, he will mention it specifically there. So whenever it's an overdraft balance, you need to take it on the credit side. Right now, it is a normal balance, so we have to take it on the debit side, right? So I'll enter the date here. The date is December 1st. And what do I write for the opening balances? How do we write?
To balance brought down.
Carried down or brought down?
Brought down.
Brought down, correct. But opening balance is always written as to balance brought down. So to balance brought down, in the cash column, I will write 1800, and in the bank column, it is 13,000. So I will write that 13,000. So the first transaction is clear. Now see the next transaction, December 2nd, paid
Paid into
into
bank.
bank. Yes, what happened? Someone told something?
No, ma'am. Paid into bank.
Yeah, so December 2nd is paid into bank 500. So which column should I enter this transaction, cash or bank?
Credit. Bank.
Bank.
Both,
What does it
ma'am.
mean? Paid into bank means what?
Cash and bank.
Ma'am, it was contra entry.
Contra entry.
It is cash deposited into bank. So it is a contra entry. So I told you how to treat the contra entry. When it is cash deposited into bank, you should debit the bank column and credit the cash column. Because for bank column, it is a receipt. For cash column, it is a payment. Right? So see how we enter. I'll first write the date, December 2nd. So bank column should be debited. So I come to the debit side and I write here as to cash and enter the amount in the bank column 500. Now similarly, I'll go to the credit side. I'll enter the date December 2nd and here my cash column should be credited. So I'll write the transaction as by bank
By balance.
and enter the amount in the cash column. So is this clear? Paid into bank. Bank should be debited. So I've written the amount in the debit side of bank column. Cash should be credited. So I've written the amount in the credit side of the cash column. And what should I do? I should go to my ledger folio column. Here I need to write a capital C. So in the ledger folio column, capital C is written. So if you see that C, it indicates it is a contra entry. So is it clear the transaction paid into bank? Any doubt in this?
No, ma'am.
Okay. So now we look at the next transaction, December 6th. Bought goods for check. So which column will this be entered?
Bank column.
Bank column. On which side, debit or credit?
Credit.
Credit, because it
Credit,
is
sir,
a
ma'am.
payment. Yeah. So I'll write the date December 6th. What do I write?
By purchases.
Yes, I can write by purchases or I can also write it as by goods. It's one and the same thing. And I'll enter the amount in the bank column as 1300. Right. Now move to the next transaction. December 7th, purchase furniture for cash. So which
Cash
column?
column. Credit. Cash
Cash
column.
column and credit side because it is a payment. So I'll write the date December 7th. And what do I write here now? Buy purchases or buy furniture?
Buy furniture.
Why am I not writing purchases?
Asset is given.
Because
Yes,
furniture is an
this is the
asset.
Purchase of asset. Correct. So I'll enter the amount in the cash column. So this is also done. Now see the next entry, December 9th. Received cash from Sham 790, discount allowed 10 rupees. So which column will this entry go?
Cash.
Debit.
Cash column. Debit column.
Cash column on the debit side. Very good. So December 9th, I'll write it as to Sham because I'm receiving cash from him. And I'll enter the amount in the cash column as 790. At the same time, I should also enter the amount in the discount column. Right? So I've entered the amount in the discount column also. Now move forward to the next transaction. See the next
Drew
one
from.
is December
Drew from
12th.
bank of office use.
Drew from bank for office use. That means what have we drawn from bank?
Cash.
Cash. That means we have withdrawn cash from bank for office use. So again,
It's a
it is
contra entry.
a contra
Debit.
entry. So cash is coming in and it is moving out from the bank account. So this is a contra entry. Cash withdrawn from bank for office use. So it implies it should again be entered on both the sides. Right? So which side should be debited and which should be credited? Tell me.
Debit side, cash will be
Credited.
credited. And on the
For
credit side,
cash,
bank will
is
be
it a
debited.
receipt or a payment? For cash column, is it a receipt or a payment?
That's
Receive.
a
It is
receive,
a
ma'am.
receipt because cash is coming in. For cash column, it is a receipt. For bank column, it is a payment because cash is moving out from bank.
Yeah, ma'am.
Right?
That's what
So
I said.
cash column will be debited. Bank column will be credited. Right?
Credited.
So I'll first write the date, December 12th. So cash column should be debited. So I'll write the transaction here as to bank and I'll enter the amount in the cash
Cash
column
column.
as 400. In the LF column, I will write capital C. I'll go back to credit side, write the date, and here I'll write the transaction as by
By cash.
cash, and I'll enter the amount in the bank column as 400. Remember, you should see whether it is a receipt or a payment. So right now for cash, it is a receipt, so I'm debiting it. For bank, it is a payment, so I'm crediting it. Right? So we'll move forward to the next transaction. December 13th.
Receipt from
Bank.
Prakash check.
C.
Received from Prakash, check for 600, discount allowed 20 rupees.
Bank.
So whenever
Okay.
there is an entry related to receipt of check, so whenever you're receiving a check, first thing is you should look at the entire question to check if the check is deposited in bank on the same day or it is deposited in bank on some other day. If no information is given in the question, it is implied that the check is deposited in bank on the same day. So now tell me the condition of this question. Received from Prakash, check 600. So what do you
Debit
think?
bank.
Deposited on the same day or some other day?
Same day.
It is deposited on the same day because nothing is mentioned. So if nothing is mentioned, it is implied meaning that the check is deposited in bank on the same day. And whenever check is deposited in bank on the same day, you will debit the bank account or the bank column. If it is deposited on some other day, then you will enter in the cash column. We will understand that when we do that problem, right? So right now we know we have to enter in the bank column. So I'll take the date, December 13th. I'll write the entry as to Prakash because he is giving us the check. And I'll enter the amounts in the bank column 600 rupees. He's also giving a discount allowed is 20 rupees. We are giving him a discount of 20 rupees. So that entry also is entered. Now look at the last entry. The last entry says December 15, check of Prakash returned by the bank on dishonor. So that means what happened earlier? We entered this. See, we wrote an entry as we got a check from Prakash for 600. Now after 2 days, we come to know that that check has been cancelled or dishonored. And we know why a check is dishonored. It's dishonored due to lack of funds, right? So now we need to cancel this entry, what we have already passed. Isn't it? The check is cancelled. So we have to cancel this entry also. But these
Yeah,
are our books of accounts. We cannot just strike it off. So anytime if an entry is to be nullified or cancelled, we enter the same transaction on the opposite side. So if we enter the same transaction on opposite side, the debit amount and the credit amount will get cancelled and the entry will be nullified. So now we entered the transaction when we received the check. Now when this check is dishonored, we will enter the same transaction on the credit side again as by Prakash, enter the amount in the bank column and also in the discount column. So this debit entry and credit entry are equal and they get cancelled. So every time whenever there is an entry for dishonor, you need to do the same treatment. Am I clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Right, I'm clear? So
Yes.
all of them are clear with this entry of triple column. Is there any problem in this?
Ma'am, can you repeat once again, ma'am?
About the dishonor of check?
Yeah, ma'am, 13 and 15th one.
Yeah. The 13th one is I have received a check from Prakash. So whenever I'm receiving a check from anyone, first I need to check whether the check has been deposited in bank on the same day or some other day. If it is deposited on the same day, it will be entered in the bank column. If it is deposited in bank on some other day, it will be entered in the cash column. Right now, in the question, he did not mention anything. So if nothing is mentioned, it is implied that the check is deposited in bank on the same day. So with that assumption, I am entering the amount in the bank column. Now after 2 days, that is on December 15th, I come to know that my check has been dishonored. So if the check is dishonored, I need to make the same entry on the opposite side so that I can nullify this entry. Because earlier I made an entry for receipt of check, but now I need to cancel that entry because the check is dishonored. So if I enter it same thing on the opposite side, it gets cancelled. So I'm entering it as by Prakash, same thing again in the bank column and the discount column. Right? So are the entries clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Now what is the next step after entering all the transactions?
Total.
We need to balance the accounts, not total. We need to balance the account. So how do we balance the account? We have to first balance the cash column, then balance the bank column, and then finally balance the total up the discount columns. Please remember, discount columns are never balanced. You should only total them up. The cash column and bank column need to be balanced, right? So you will see the debit total of cash column and the credit total. Compare whichever side is less, write the balance on that side. Similarly, take the debit total of bank column, compare with the credit total of bank column. Whichever side is less, write the balance on that side, right? So let me balance the account. So I'll balance the account on December 15th because he told me to do so. So by balance carried down. So see the debit total and credit total of cash column. Debit total is 2990 and credit total of cash column is 900. So the balance is 2090. Similarly, look at the bank column. Bank column, the debit side total is 14,100. Credit total is 2,300 and the balance is 11,800. So I'll write the balances here. 2090 for cash column, 11,800 for bank column. And after the balances, I need to write the totals. So 2,990, 14,100. You can check the totals once. I have done it. The total and discount column, I'm only writing the total. Remember that. We are only supposed to write the total in the discount column. Right. So these are my totals. And you have to write the total in 2 lines. All of you remember that. Right. I'm just writing it in bold. And then on next day, that is December 16, I'll once again write the transaction as to balance B by D. So bringing down the balance, 2 balance brought down with the balance amount 2090 and 11,800. So with this, my problem is complete. Right? So if you're not able to complete it right now, please take a pic of it because we are falling short of time. We need to end the class.